Today on Drawbli, we're drawing...
Ears?
Yeah, you knew your line. You can join us by sharing your work using the hashtag Drawbli and hit that subscribe button to be notified of future episodes.
Smash it. Smash that.
Ben.
Subscribe. I'll be the hype man.
Be the hype man.
I'm here to be the hype man.
Ben, what kind of ear are you drawing today?
A human.
A human ear? Well, isn't that funny? You should say that because my ear over here that I found on Pinterest, as you can see, is decidedly pointy and therefore probably not real human.
Not human. Well, out there's got to be somebody with pointy ears, right?
Can I share something really strange?
No.
Oh?
Yeah, what's up?
So you know I had a lot of siblings, and I'm an older sibling of a lot of little siblings.
You're very old, yes, we all know.
Oh, gosh, you're right. Anyway, on that depressing note, one time, my mom brought home a baby. It was hers, and and I...
One day, my mom brought home a baby.
Was really into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I know you were. You still are.
And not like I was then. You know, I was a lot younger, a lot more into Lord of the Rings than I am today.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I knew that babies had they weren't all the way solidified yet.
Abby, what are you about to say, you psychopath?
One day I was just holding baby on my lap. Poor little baby, hadn't been home long. Don't remember which baby it was. Could have been my littlest brother. Could have been my littlest sister.
What are you about to say?
And I sat there and I gently pressed on the tip
Oh
of
my
their
God.
ear.
Why did I know that's where this was going?
15 minutes. Gently. The baby was sleeping and didn't even wake up to this. So I know I wasn't being...
You absolute psychopath.
I'm a monster. I know.
You absolute crazy person.
No, that baby...
How old were you?
I don't even know. Probably
Probably
old.
20.
It was whenever Lord of the Rings had... I think it was probably only the Fellowship of the Ring was out.
Is that the first?
Yes. Yes. Duh. Gosh.
Duh.
If we ever play Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit, you are not on my team.
Okay. Wow.
Well,
rude.
just kidding. You can be on my team and I'll carry the team.
Look, if we were on Pokemon Trivial Pursuit, I would carry you. I'd help you out.
Wow, you would literally have to answer every question. How many Pokemon questions do you think I can actually answer?
More than you think, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, you tortured a baby, Abby. Thanks.
Seeing as the baby.
Now hold on. Now
baby,
you do edit our
it's not that
videos,
bad.
so you do have the power to remove that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. But you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm ashamed, but also
I'm ashamed.
People need to know if you bring him a baby and that baby's older sister is very young and very into elf ears, she might try to give your baby elf ears. So this is actually my PSA of the day.
Hey, if you have a young daughter and a newborn, keep it away. Keep it away from the young daughter. They're gonna try to give it elf ears.
Unsuccessfully and way too gently for it to be of any use.
Mm-hmm.
I should have been rougher with the baby.
I should have been rougher with the baby. Oh my
sweet
gosh.
little baby the baby slept the whole time. It didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I say it because I don't remember which baby it was.
Yes.
It was just a little baby though.
Wow. What a story.
Wow.
Thanks for sharing that.
Hey, you're welcome.
Anyway, how's your ear going?
I'm sketching in an outline. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And once I'm done with that, I'm going to select the whole thing and fill it with a base color.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's not my usual workflow, but I think
That's what I'm doing too.
it's time to take things to the next level, and that is the next level.
Are you copying my workflow?
You mean your current workflow for right now? Yes.
Well, no, not for right now. I just mean in general.
In general, absolutely. Shameless.
In general, yes.
Yes, I am
It's not my
proponent of
workflow.
shamelessly stealing, as they put it in the corporate lingo. Why reinvent the wheel, you know?
I agree. Well, this is not my workflow. I am not special in this. Starting off with the sketch, filling in the color.
You got it from somebody else. Somebody else got it from somebody else. So I've never actually done this workflow. So let's see if I can
So I'm
do
actually
it.
panicking now.
So freehand, we just outline this whole thing, right? Using this tool.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're crushing it.
Thank you. Just a simple outline of the whole thing. Oh, that was easy. Okay. All right. Now.
Wow, your workflow is so easy. I can't believe you struggle.
I actually am struggling. Was I supposed to do that on a new layer? Oh.
Ooh, what a question.
Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe I can.
You're not supposed to put your line art and that on the same
paste. Layer. Cut. Oh, layer empty.
What did you do? Let me look.
No, leave me.
You put it under your line art.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes.
Cut and paste.
Look, I've done this a couple times.
You put it under your line art? Okay. Okay. Please hold. Please hold.
I'm holding.
Put it under the line art. Okay.
Yep. So you know how you have line art and then you have that? You put it under it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, but in a real sense, I got it. Haha.
Haha.
Knew what I was doing the whole time.
Good job.
Not really.
I'm proud of you.
But I figured it out. That's a little pink. There we go. Okay. Now we got a pink base to work from.
So why did you choose pointy ears, Abby?
Just because...
Because you still are a Lord of the Rings fanatic.
I thought it would be fun. And now I've got that in. So now let's make this.
You're not even gonna fight it. You just know it's true.
I know it's true, and I have no qualms about that.
No shame.
None whatsoever. None. Go into the airbrushing now. Gonna airbrush some stuff in this ear.
Ooh, wow, you're already moving on to that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a lot.
Now, are you going to do like the surrounding hair at all?
We'll see. I want to, but it's gonna depend on what level I can get this ear to. I would love to, yes, but...
I just did like a little block of color, just so I have something there. All right, now I can start shading my ear a little, or trying to. What are you going to start with? Some shadows, some lights?
I'm starting with dark colors. I'm blocking in the dark areas of the ear.
Nice, nice.
Now, interestingly enough, probably about 6-7 months ago, I followed a YouTube tutorial on painting ears in Procreate.
Oh, really? So you have some secrets. You can share them with me.
I just remember it being so complex.
Oh.
Like, there were 1,000 steps. Yeah. So actually, it doesn't really make me feel like I'm going to do a great job with this. It more highlights to me how much I might struggle, but that's okay.
Well, we can struggle together.
Yeah. And for in the future, let's look at it this way. A lot of people, when they draw ears, they don't make them detailed, right?
A lot of the time, yeah. Ears are often kind of put on the back burner.
Don't you think that maybe they are doing the idea of an ear?
yes, they're definitely doing like the idea of an ear. That's a very apt way to describe it. Abby loves to draw not actual things, but the idea of things.
I always say I'm going for the idea of something so that I don't actually have to fully take on the responsibility.
I can use it as a cop-out for when I fail.
Exactly.
No, you're absolutely right though. And ears... Yeah, I mean, they got a lot going on. You got the tragus, the anti-tragus, the helix, the anti-helix. You got it all. Whoopsies. And because of that, they don't... I would say that silhouette-wise, they add a lot to a face, but, they don't really add a lot to the... all the shapes don't really do a whole lot. Which is why you'll often see kind of simplified versions of ears. Yeah. And I think that's totally fine. I think it's cool. I'm all for it.
I think that...
I don't really have the... in 3D, I absolutely, simplify ears all the time. I actually have... a few base ears that I've made that I repurpose and use for a lot of different things because I don't want to make an ear every time. Right. They're not particularly difficult. Once you understand the shapes of an ear, they're just kind of time consuming.
It's kind of like, why they have Excel spreadsheets, because it's not difficult to table a ton of information. But it is very time consuming. That being said, I don't think I'm not experienced with Excel, so but that's what I get from Excel TikToks.
You're an Excel master.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
No.
I'm still working on my shadow shapes for now. I'm noticing that there are some inaccuracies in my line art, and I'll have to paint those out. You know, I was going to do all of this like light stuff on one layer, but I think instead what I'm going to do is just color block. Kind of like, remember that lizard that you did, the little crested gecko?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna treat this the same way.
Oh, okay, I like that. Yeah, that's probably a good way to go about it.
So I'm gonna start there.
I turned off my sketch layer.
Oh no,
just
Abby!
to like force
you can't do
myself, because I find that usually when I turn off my sketch layer, I'm horrified, and I don't know why that is. What is that phenomenon where as soon as the sketch layer goes off, it's like, oh.
Well, the sketch layer is like defining your edges. It's defining a lot of your form.
It adds a lot of sharpness.
So instead of erasing your sketch layer, what you should do is put your new layers that you're painting on top of your sketch layer. I think that will help you a lot more.
Let's try it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's completely invisible now. And
yeah, I mean that can be helpful
because then it still exists, but it's not like as much of a crutch. Yeah. I like it, although I think line work, I don't want to say crutch because line work is so pretty in art. I love line work, and especially in non-realistic work, it's so pretty.
Yeah, I mean lines are something that I want to get better at because I'm bad at making lines.
I'll probably someday
it's a very foreign concept.
I'll probably flip around someday and be like, why can't I figure out how to leave my lines in better?
Yeah, you'll flip-flop, you mean? Do you I think you make a lot better lines than me personally.
Oh, thank you.
I think your lines are very good comparatively.
They are something.
They're something.
Sometimes they really land, and other times they really don't.
But you're trying to get rid of your lines right now?
Well, I just wanted to turn them off to make sure that I wasn't ignoring anything under them, so to speak.
Maybe try setting your lines to multiply, or
reducing the opacity.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm actually going to do.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Fade out.
Because I feel like without them, it loses so much of its charm, its little line work charm.
Yeah, definitely. Mine is like, whew. I'm getting some colors in here, all right.
Yeah, I like how defined all your shapes are. I dislike right now how blurred everything looks on mine.
I think it's easier to make hard edges on everything and then go back and like soften them.
I think it looks better too.
I don't think it looks better.
No, I actually
like the way edge control is actually something that we'll practice and work on more as we get better, but it's just like it's not even, it's like somewhat in the back of our heads, but like not really. It's something that will definitely be a part of our future work though.
Absolutely.
Because there's just so much going on with art. It's like to also worry about this thing and that and this and that. It's like, wow, there's a lot to think about here.
It's like when you're learning a new skill, or, you know, or when I learned to ski, there were so many little tidbits to keep in mind every time I went down the hill. And it was sometimes really hard to focus on more than just one new thing at once.
Yeah, that's why I try to be a little intentional with my exercises, at least. I try. Not always successful, but it's a good way to make sure that, you know, we are focusing on at least something. We don't want to just like aimlessly move forward. We want to find like, oh, in this one I'm going to work on my value. In this one I'm going to work on my line work. And you know what? We should do a line work episode.
Ooh, how would we go about that?
We would sketch something. Draw something, you know, just lines.
I
lines
mean,
only.
Like, what would be a good, like, subject matter for
anything. Everything.
A Borzoi. A Borzoi dog.
Abby's obsessed with
my
making
favorite dog.
Bourgeois.
I think they're so beautiful and elegant.
And elegant. They're something. They got the long snoots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want a Borzoi, Abby?
Maybe. They also have the long fur and I kind of like not having animal fur on all my stuff. So, I don't know. What about you?
Do I want to Berzoy? No. There would probably be... If we were going to get a pup, I would probably just say let's just rescue a dog. That is what I would prefer, but I'd
be happy to do that.
I like a lot. There are specific like purebreds that I do like, but I think they like in general they just have so many health issues, and there's just like a lot with purebreds that I don't think is particularly something I'd want right now, at least. But maybe in the future. All right. So I'm gonna, we were talking about all these lines and such. I'm gonna try to make a line or two.
Let's see it.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but
something's gonna flip flop. Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. It might not be very good. I'm actually just gonna use it more as a shape designing tool, I think.
Ooh.
Try to define some bottom edges, maybe.
Since we spoke last, I switched to a more hard edge
Since
paintbrush.
we spoke last? I'm sorry. In your mind, when exactly is since we spoke last?
Since we last talked about it.
Okay. You don't mean literally 5 seconds ago.
No. Or as we were currently speaking out loud.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you've done what then?
Oh my gosh. I've started using a more hard-edged brush.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted that sharper line that you have. I think that's a nice look, and I want it.
I think that's nice. You have it, and I want it, and it's mine now. Thank you.
I see it. I want it.
I will take that. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you are using a harder edged brush, and what are you doing with that? What are you hoping to accomplish?
I was hoping to accomplish great things.
And?
Well,
Meh.
I'm still hoping to accomplish great things. Just haven't done it yet.
Well, you'll get there.
Thanks.
We both will. Eventually. Jinx.
Aw.
Pinch, poke.
Pinch, poke, and all that. Let's see. I'm going to actually... I shouldn't, but I am going to erase a little bit of my line work up at the tip of the ear.
Uh-huh. The tip of the ear, the tongue, the teeth.
Yes.
I think I'm going to try my tried and somewhat true-ish black and white pass of just going in and bumping up the contrast jams, as we love to say.
I think I need more red.
Do you remember how remember that skin thing?
No.
No. Where you can saturate midtones, remember? Saturate midtones.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe try that.
I don't quite remember how it works.
Saturate your midtones, and...
Do you mean like take the color I want to use for my midtone and saturate it more?
Yeah, or just like, yes.
Because they're all on one layer. Oh, they would probably all have to be on different layers.
There are other ways that you can go about it. Don't worry about it.
I won't.
I won't.
But I wish I could have.
Next time. I'll show you some tricks maybe at the end for how you could saturate your skin to keep it from looking dead, because skin is a very difficult thing to paint. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, believe me, I've become well acquainted with our time here at Drawbli.
Drawbli Inc., yes.
Drawbli Incorporated. Skin very hard to paint.
Yes, it is. What's wrong?
Oh, I guess I was just trying to draw on a hidden layer. It's like such an embarrassment in Procreate. I feel like anytime you do that in Procreate, there's a little flash of embarrassment.
There's a giant pop-up.
Like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. Yes. Well, it is kind of a giant pop-up of do you even know what you're doing? Should you even be painting here?
I'm gonna try out some smudge. My good friend Smudge. So I'm trying some edge control. Heard of it?
I've heard of it.
So I'm trying to make some a little softer, some a little hard, keep some a little harder. Yeah. One thing I really like the process of making changes or duplicating something, making changes to it, and then just fading out the opacity on it. like, you know, oh, I don't want to fully do all of that, but like, oh, a little bit of this here is cool. I'm a big fan of that process. I feel like
just experimenting and placing in small amounts as you go.
I think I like all of that. Cool. You're doing it.
You're doing it, Ben.
You're making the art.
You're doing the art. Congratulations.
You know, when I showed up today, I didn't think I was going to do it, but here we are. I'm doing it.
Ben, you really showed up today.
So hey, it's time for some finishing touches.
Let's do.
What are you going to do for your finishing touches?
I'm trying to add a little earring here because she has a little reflective metal earring.
Okay.
I'm just trying to put some believable highlight on it.
Cool.
So that
I'm here for it.
From a distance, maybe it'll look a little bit like metal. Oops.
Earring. Wow. You're going in.
Well, the picture I'm referencing has a little earring in it.
What I feel like watching me attempt being the
keyword.
keyword. There's got to be people that just feel pain, like that are, you know, very experienced, and they're like come in and they're like, oh no, these poor people.
Oh no, they're just learning. No, I think everybody knows what it is to be a new artist, or at least I would hope, and I'm sure not any judgment is cast.
Oh, the judgment.
All the judgment is cast.
Cast your judgment upon you. I can take it. Or upon me. I can take it. I can bear it. Crazy idea. Okay? What's that thing called? Mask. That's what that's called. Good job, me.
Good job.
I did it.
You did it.
I did it again. I'm really learning this, you know? Learning this whole art thing.
Proud of you.
I'm trying to use these layers to my advantage for some advanced tech.
Oh, yeah?
I'm darkening my whole layer, duplicating it, and then using that to create a mask. And then from there, I'm erasing like parts of it, you know, showing some parts of it, not showing others. It's kind of working.
It's not easy, messy. I'm sure, but you know, you're making it work for you.
I think it works.
I'm using Liquify and just pushing the whole thing into a slightly more
That's what I wanted to do.
Shape.
Yes. The Liquify. It's all about how do traditional artists survive without the Liquify, Abby?
Oh my gosh, I remember the first time I used it on an iPad, and it was like the sun had come out because I was still, you know, obsessed with drawing faces all the time, and still had a very bad practice of getting to the almost finishing point of the face and realizing all my proportions were wildly off, as often still happens actually. And being able to just push them into place rather than having to erase or go over and fix them, wow, felt so freeing. It felt amazing.
For sure.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's a big game changer, digital art. I just noticed that I got some weird stuff going on in a couple spots. You ever like, I mean, this happens a lot in art in general, but you're like working on something and then you take a step back and you're like, wait, how did I miss this? Like this big glaring thing that I left down here. That happens to me a lot. Maybe not a lot, but you know.
No, it happens to me a lot.
a lot.
All right, let me see your ear. Oh, I'm peeking over. It actually looks really, look how warm it looks. It looks so alive.
One sec.
I love.
Getting my presentation ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, I love that. Your values on this. See, I can speak to this because I was trying to capture this the entire time with my ear, is these values, and you did a very good job with your values, especially compared to
it's
my
very muddy, but...
Oh, my ear's so muddy, too, and that was what I really struggled with.
We're both very muddy, but that's a problem, a common
Yours
problem.
Yours is actually less muddy than mine. I think you have been truer to your actual patches of light and color, which is something I really admire because I love the idea of just representing one area of block color. Economy of stroke economy, as it were. No, that looks really, really cool. I think yours turned out awesome. Here's mine.
Here's mine. Ugh, don't say it like that. Yeah. Here's mine. Ooh.
Oh.
Excellent. Very nice. Yes, you suffered from the same thing I did. I think something that might have actually helped you a lot was putting like a little bit of face on there, maybe, just to like have it connect to something.
Oh, you're probably right.
It might make it feel like, because when you're often like making things, if you just have it floating there, it can just feel off just for that alone. I think you did a really nice job.
Thank you.
Ears are really hard, but you did a very good job. Honestly, I think doing a pointed ear almost makes it a little bit better because it's like unnatural, kind of like when you do a cartoony face because it's not realistic. It's like maybe a little bit easier in some regards.
I like that.
Yeah,
okay.
You did a very good job. We both.
Thank
I think we both did for what we've done here.
We can hang our hats on these ears.
I'll hang my hat on this ear.
I'll hang something on that ear. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. You can share your
ears
using the hashtag Drawbli and subscribe to be notified of future videos. And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goodbye. Wow, that was really hard to do all just from memory because I never do it.
You did a very good job.
Oh, thank you.